What if the biggest reason people feel misunderstood is because they were never truly understood first? Arguments repeat, relationships weaken, teams break down, families grow distant, friendships fade. Not always because people are cruel, not always because they do not care, but because most people listen to reply, not to understand. They wait for their turn to speak. They prepare defenses while the other person talks. They hear words, but miss emotions. They catch sentences, but ignore pain. And this silent habit damages lives every single day. Stephen Richards Covey calls this one of the most powerful principles in the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. A principle that can heal communication, build trust, and transform every relationship you have. Welcome to Essence of Books Explained, where the world's most powerful self-development books are broken down into simple English so you can grow wiser, stronger, and more effective. Today, we dive deep into Habit 5. Seek first to understand, then to be understood. This habit can make you a better spouse, parent, friend, leader, coworker, and human being. Because communication is not just about talking well, it is about understanding deeply. And when people feel understood, walls begin to fall. Most people believe they are good listeners, but pay attention to everyday conversations. Someone shares a struggle and instantly receives advice. Someone expresses pain and gets judged. Someone explains feelings and gets interrupted. Someone speaks, but nobody truly hears them. Why? Because many people listen through their own life story. They compare. That happened to me too. They judge. You're overreacting. They fix. Here's what you should do. They dismiss. It's not a big deal. But real listening is different. Real listening says, let me enter your world first. Habit 5 teaches a profound truth. People do not open up when they feel analyzed. They open up when they feel understood. That single shift can change marriages, friendships, parenting, leadership, and conflict forever. What does Habit 5 mean? Seek first to understand, then to be understood means listening with the genuine goal of understanding another person before trying to explain yourself. Not pretending to listen, not waiting to speak, not collecting evidence, but sincerely trying to see life from their perspective. Then, once understanding exists, you communicate your own view more effectively. This order matters. Most people reverse it. They want to be understood first. They want to explain, defend, persuade, and prove. But when people feel unheard, they stop listening back. Understanding first creates emotional safety, and emotional safety creates influence. The problem with most listening. Covey explains that many people practice one of these poor responses: evaluating. You immediately judge. That's wrong. You shouldn't feel that way. Probing. You interrogate too quickly. Why did you do that? What exactly happened? Advising. You rush into solutions. Just do this. You need to. Interpreting. You explain their feelings better than they can. You're just insecure. You really mean? All 4 responses can block trust when used too early. Because sometimes people do not need solutions first. They need connection first. The power of empathic listening. Habit 5 is rooted in empathic listening. That means listening not only to words, but to feelings, meaning, tone, fears, hopes, and what remains unspoken. It means hearing with your ears and your heart. For example, someone says, "I'm fine." Words say fine, tone says hurt, silence says disappointment. Empathic listening notices what surface listening misses. This is why some people feel deeply safe around certain individuals. They feel seen. Why being understood matters so much. Every human being carries an invisible desire. Please understand me. Not necessarily agree with me, not obey me, not praise me, just understand me. When someone truly feels understood, defensiveness drops, trust rises, stress softens, honesty increases. That is why habit 5 is so powerful. It meets a core emotional need. Now let's see some real-life example. Marriage. One spouse says, "You never make time for me." The other replies, "That's not true. I work hard for this family." Now the argument grows. Why? Because defense came before understanding. Now imagine this response. It sounds like you've been feeling lonely and unimportant lately. Everything changes. Why? Because pain was heard. Now discussion can begin. Understanding does not mean guilt, it means connection. Another example. Parenting. A child says, "I hate school." Many parents respond, "You're being lazy." But what if the child means, "I feel overwhelmed, I feel left out, I feel scared, I feel behind"? When parents understand first, children trust more, and trusted children speak more honestly. Next example. Leadership. A manager notices poor performance and says, "You need to work hard," but an effective leader first asks, "What obstacles are you facing right now?" Maybe the employee is confused, maybe burned out, maybe unsupported. Understanding first solves root problems. Why most people struggle with habit 5? Because ego wants expression before connection. Ego says, "Listen to me, see my side, know my pain first." But maturity says, "Let me understand before I demand understanding." That takes patience, that takes humility, that takes emotional strength. Weak people interrupt, strong people listen. How to practice empathic listening. Give full attention. Put the phone down, stop multitasking. Look at the person. Presence itself is healing. Listen without preparing your reply. This is hard, but while planning your comeback, you miss their reality. Stay curious. Reflect back what you heard. Say, "So you're feeling frustrated because..." It sounds like you wanted support. This helps clarify and makes people feel heard. Ask open questions. Instead of yes or no questions, ask, "What has this been like for you? What matters most here? What's hurting the most?" Pause before responding. Silence gives space. Many truths emerge after a pause. Then, be understood. Habit 5 does not say only understand others. It says, then be understood. Once someone feels heard, they are far more open to hearing you. Now you can share your view calmly. Now you can explain your needs. Now solutions become possible. This is the hidden secret. If you want influence, start with empathy. Now reminder this. Listening is not waiting. Listening is understanding. Read that again. Listening is not waiting. Listening is understanding. In conclusion, habit 5, seek first to understand, then to be understood, is one of the greatest communication principles ever taught. Because people do not just need answers, they need empathy, they need presence, they need to know their inner world matters. When you understand first, conflict softens, trust grows, relationships deepen, influence increases, and your words carry more weight because they come after listening. Remember, anyone can speak, few can truly hear, and those who truly hear change lives. Thank you for watching Essence of Books Explained, where the world's best self-development books are explained in simple English so you can grow one principle at a time. If this helped you, make sure to subscribe, like, comment the name of someone you want to listen to better, and share this video with someone who values stronger relationships. Your next chapter may begin with one simple choice. Listen first, and I'll see you in the next chapter.